This is Eileen, age 7. This is Edward, age 8. This is Danielle, age 7.5. This is Christian, age 8. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. And here is the host of Child's Play, Dale Cullen.
Oh, boy. That nice? Thank you. What a nice bunch of people you are. Welcome to Child's Play, and welcome to you, too. Child's Play, as you know, is a game for grown-ups. Now, we're going to meet the children on Child's Play in just a moment, but first, let us meet our grown-ups. I want you to join me and say hello to our current champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, for the moment, Terry Ferguson, thus far, $12,000 a winner. Welcome back, Terry. You're all right. You're doing very well. It's Child's Play. Tell us about your kids.
I have 2 daughters, Bill. Stacy, 7.5, and Dana, almost 4.
Okay, and let me say hello, thank you. Let me say hello to Susan. What is your last name?
Oaks.
Oaks. I have it on a card, but there's no light on the card over there. Tell us about your kids, please, Susan.
Okay, I have a son, Jeff. He's 6 years old, and a daughter, Spring. She's 2.
What a lovely name.
Well, it was my maiden name, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I gave it to her.
That's great. It's a good thing you didn't save it for Jeff. If you're at the office, or if you're all set, let us get down to Child's Play right now. Now, what we did, you probably wonder, well, we took our Child's Play cameras and aimed them at children in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades, 5 to 9 years of age. We gave them some everyday words, and we asked each child to tell us in his own words what that word means. Now, we're going to show you several children defining the same word, and you can take a guess after you've listened to each child. First, let's show the audience the word you're playing for. Okay, now the audience knows what the word is. Neither of you do. And we're going to begin with you, Terry. Let us listen to a lovely young lady, and I mean that. Her name is Eileen Siriaco. She's 7 years old from Los Angeles, and here's the way she describes that word.
That means, like, they can't work anymore. Like, it's something like the boss says that you're fired. You can't work here anymore. Never come back. Or sometimes when you quit, you say, I don't want to work here anymore. I want to be gone. I don't want to work here anymore. But if the boss says you must stay, you have to keep on saying what you want to say to him. And sometimes your friends, like, they keep on telling you, I want you to stay. But you always say to them, I want to be gone. I want to go away from here. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And if they keep on telling you, then you should just leave them alone. Keep them with their feelings, not yours.
From that description, Terry, what do you think the word is?
Oh, my goodness. Possibly opinion.
There certainly was a lot of opinion in that answer. Opinion is not the answer, so now, Susan, you're going to get a chance to make a guess at the same word. Now, remember, this is another description of the very same word that we showed our audience a moment ago. Gary Cohn. He's 8 years old from Los Angeles, and here's the way he sees it.
It's something like when they're very tired of a certain job, they want to get another job because it started getting boring after this point. And they say they don't really want to quit because this is a good job, but they're tired of this job.
Okay. Susan, for the first point of the game, what do you think the word is?
I think the word is resign.
No, the word is not resign, and we go on. This is the final definition, Terry, and it comes back to you. Remember, audience, you remember a long time ago what the word was, don't you? Here is Seth Wagerman, 9 years old from Los Angeles, and here's the word.
when you're about 60 years old, you might say, I've been in this job for 60 years. I've been in this job for 40 years, at least, because you can't. Well, if somebody says I've been in this job for 20 years, I'm finally getting a little tired of this. He might say, I quit. He wouldn't exactly say it in that manner, but he'd say, I'm tired, I'm old, I want to take a rest from this job. Goodbye. And he'd walk out and he'd sit down in his chair and take a rest for the rest of his life.
Okay, there you go. Hi. Children. Different children look at words differently. Terry, what do you think the word is?
I wasn't sure because they kept saying tired, but I still think it's retirement.
Retired or retirement is good enough. Retired is the word we're looking for. Retired. When one is retired, they are in retirement. Retired or retirement, either way, I just want to be gone. That gives you a point. We play Child's Play until time is up. And at that point, whoever is ahead wins $500, a chance at $5,000. We'll be back right after this word for you.
Brought to you by Espera 360. Vibrantly colored three-dimensional puzzles in a variety of sizes.
Let's get set now for a brand new word. This time we're going to start with you, Susan. First, let's show the word to the folks at home. Okay, there's the word. They're getting a chance to look at it. Now, you're a little lucky, Susan, because we have one sensational explainer who's beginning here. He is 7.5 years old, believe it or not. He's from New York. Sasha Segan is going to describe this word. Sasha.
Well, Thomas Alva Edison made a lot. He said, quote, major one every month, minor one every 10 days. And some of his were the light bulb and the movie projector and the phonograph. And actually, people who make them are called... Well, I can't say that, but you probably know. And I think that's a good definition.
I think it is too, Sasha. I think it's a sensational definition. Well, Sasha thinks it's a good definition. The audience thinks it's a good definition. What do you think the word is, Susan?
Invention.
It's a good definition. You got one. You're on your way. It's all tied up. 1 point apiece. Sasha is really too much, is he not? Okay, another one coming up. We have a 1-to-1 score here. We're going to begin with you, Terry, this time. And before we go any further, let us show the audience the word. Okay. Now that the audience knows that word, I have something to say. As we listen, both of you this applies to, and you at home too, to these next definitions, remember these are children giving their version of that word. So keep that in mind as you listen to their interpretation of this word. We begin with Chris Williamson, age 8, from Los Angeles. Here we go.
He was president. There was this big march, and a guy who led the march was a man named Martin Luther King. And they went over to see that guy and say, hey, we want to be equal. We can't go in a decent restaurant. They want service in the front of a shoe store. When Martin Luther King was a little boy, sad story, he went up to get new shoes with him and his mom. They went up to the front store, and no one served them. He said, go to the back of the store. And then he marched down, and then when he got older, he marched down to see that guy. And he is the nicest person in the world to me, even though he's dead. He said, get me a paper that gives equal rights for black people. And the Senate did it, got it, he signed it, and so did Martin Luther King.
What a truly marvelous Terry, without my saying any more, what do you think it is?
Gosh, it's one of two people. I'll go with John F. Kennedy.
No, it is not John F. Kennedy. Now, Susan, you get a chance to do some listening. And once again, let me remind you, Susan, and everybody else, these definitions are children giving their version of the word or whatever, so keep that in mind as you listen to Scott Stout. Scott is 7 from L.A., and here's the way he looks at it.
Him is the first president. He was very brave, and I think he's dead. Is he? I thought so. Is it the one who was in the war, or is it the one who's on pennies? I think he's the one on pennies. And he's the one, there's a big statue of him sitting in a chair.
Based on that, Susan, what do you think it is? Susan?
I'd have to guess Abraham Lincoln.
You guessed correctly. It wasn't.
Well, but you couldn't have
Marvelous. Is that not just marvelous? One of the fun things about this show, we're new and we don't know yet what's going to be great fun, but I just enjoy those 7-, 8-year-old kids and their perception of people like Abraham Lincoln. 2 for you, Susan. Terry, you have 1. That's the score. We'll be back to pick it up in Child's Play, but right now, we have this for you. Thank you all. Well, now, welcome back. It's 2 for Susan and 1 for Terry, and you know what? It's time for Fast Play. Now, this time on Fast Play, we show you a series of children, each child defining a different word. As soon as either of you recognize the word, interrupt with your signal. And in Fast Play, we double the score. So if you're right, we give you 2 points for every right answer. Now, when you hear this school bell, that means time is up, and whoever is ahead at that point wins the game, $500, and a chance at $5,000. As Terry well knows. Now, in Fast Play, we do not show the audience the words. That's so you can play along with us. All right, if you're all ready, here comes the first word, ready to interrupt now. It's brought to us by Heather Smith. Heather.
He was the person who found out America.
Terry's first.
Columbus.
He found out America. He sure did, and you have 2 points and lead 3-2. All right. That's the way it works now. Columbus found out America. Here comes Amy Levy with her description of a new word.
Someone in your class that tells you all the words and...
Terry.
Cheater?
No. Incorrect answer. So here's the rest of the clue, and it's all yours, Susan. Listen carefully. Amy, if you would.
You read with them, and if you don't know a word, they explain it to you. And they give you words in a spelling test, and they're much taller than you are and older.
Teacher.
Teacher's the right answer, Susan. That's 2 for you, and you lead 4-3. We play until we hear the bell, and that determines the winner. Here's the next word. Heather Chapman tells you about it. Ready to interrupt? Heather?
It's something that you can get usually in lots of different flavors, and they have it with lots of things in it like sugar and chocolate chip.
Terry's first.
Cookies?
Cookies are right answer, Terry, and that's 2 points for you, and you lead 5-4. 5-4 is the score. Deborah Freeman has the next word. Listen carefully and interrupt. Deborah.
Is something that is in apartment buildings sometimes, and what you do is you press the button.
And Susan pressed hers.
Elevator?
Elevator's the right answer, Susan. You press the button. That's all you needed. 6-5 is the score. It's 6-5, and Marissa Goldstein with our very next word.
It's something you read, and you can learn from it.
Terry takes a chance.
A book.
That's a good chance. You're right, and you lead 7-6. Okay, another one coming up. This time it's Breckin Meyer. Breckin Meyer, please, sir.
It's something that dogs wear.
Quick.
Leash.
No. Incorrect. The rest of the description is all yours. Listen to Brecken. Here it comes, Susan.
To keep fleas off sometimes. And they put it around their necks. And cats wear them too sometimes. And that's about all I know about them.
So, all you need to know, Brecken. What do you think it is, Susan?
Collar.
Collar's the right answer, Susan. You have the lead 8-7. That's a good game. Both of you are ready to interrupt another word, and Erica Stevenson describes this one. Erica.
This word is something that a baby sleeps in.
Terry.
A crib.
For 2 points, crib is the right answer, and you lead 9-8. One of our favorites, Tiffany Woodring, describes the next word.
It's in space, and it's very big, and it doesn't have any people on it.
Susan's first.
Star?
Star's incorrect. The rest of the description is all yours, Terry. Listen and hear it out.
And there's no plants. And some are near the sun, and some are very far from the sun. And they circle around the sun.
What do you think it is, Terry?
Planets.
Planet is correct, and you have yourself an 11-8. That's it. The bell means time's up. Terry, once again, you're the winner. Come on over here and join me. Congratulations, Terry. Yes. You made this trick many times. Stand here with old Bill. That was a tough game. Susan, I do want to say you played a remarkably good game, and it was awfully close, and you could very easily have won. Thank you for being with us on Child's Play. We have some nice prizes for you. Thank you, Susan Oates. Hey there, champ. I'll tell you, what's it for? 4 in a row for you. You got the $500, and we're going to be back with Triple Play and give you a shot at $5,000. But right now, would you all watch this, please, for us? Just do that. Okay. Jerry, you have $500. What did you have coming in? You had 12, didn't you? Now you have $12,500. Time to try for another $5,000 in our Triple Play game. Now, we asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words. We took 3 definitions a word, each written by a different child, A, B, or C. Now, some are far out, some are, as you know, are right on the nose, but you'll never know until you've picked definition A, B, or C. Have a total of 45 seconds to get 6 words. We pay you $100 a word, and if you get them all, you win $5,000. Now, these definitions, remember, were written by children. So bring in the clock. Time will start when you pick your first letter. I hope you do it.
A.
A red thing inside you that keeps you alive.
Heart. B.
That's right. B in the next one. Your inside is filled with funniness.
Silly. C.
Something you do when you think something is funny.
Laugh.
Right.
A.
You did it by mistake.
Accident.
Right. Take another one.
B.
It's to take us prisoner.
C.
When a hunter catches an animal.
A.
To get something that is trying to run away from you.
Trap.
Take another word.
B.
You could take some books, but you have to turn them
Library.
back. Right. Take another word.
A.
When you make it somebody else's fault.
Blame.
Right. Take another
B.
word. A stick that you light to search dark
Candle.
tunnels. Take another.
C.
It's what the statue...
Torch.
Torch is the right answer. You did it again. Wow. I don't blame you for speaking up there. I don't know how close, but you were right. Oh, yeah. Well, that's all right. Congratulations. 17. Oh, would you believe that? Would you believe that? Terry knew that time was sneaking up behind her. We do not see a clock per se. We can't even look at one. We're too busy. She knew, and she got that last one in just under the wire, I think. Did she not? You picked up another... first of all, the one you missed, to take as prisoner, that word was capture. But the important thing is you got torch. You have $5,000 additional dollars. You have $17,500. Next time, you'll take on a new challenger for another $5,000. Back here in just a moment, please. What a job. Bye.
Double the action.
Yes, baby! Game's on now.
Double the money.
$100,000 bet.
Double the deception.
Ain't bluffing fun.
It is when you get away with it.
Double the trash talk.
I just can't believe how poorly you guys play.
You people are so sick. I love it.
2 solid hours of the only real cash game on TV. High stakes poker. 2 solid hours starting tomorrow night at 8. Followed by World Series of Blackjack at 10, only on GSN.
Click.
Leash.
No. Incorrect. The rest of the description is all yours. Listen to Brecken. Here it comes, Susan.
To keep fleas off sometimes. And they put it around their necks. And cats wear them too sometimes. And that's about all I know about them.
So, all you need to know, Brecken. What do you think it is, Susan?
Collar.
Collar's the right answer, Susan. You have the lead 8-7. That's a good game. Both of you are ready to interrupt another word, and Erica Stevenson describes this one. Erica.
This word is something that a baby sleeps in.
Terry.
A crib.
For 2 points, crib is the right answer, and you lead 9.